Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of DmC Devil May Cry. I forget where we are in this game.
This level is called Bad News.
Great.
Is that a pun? Is there going to be like a news thing going on?
This is a good one. All right, so we're going into the Raptor News Network.
Thank you.
Get it? Bad news? Because it's a bad news network?
That's right.
Does that mean that there are bears? You know, bad news bears?
Not 30 seconds into the video.
I could have made like another like thing about what DmC stands for, but I showed some restraint.
Okay, yeah, baby steps. Dan, what makes this level so good?
Okay, I'm not actually sure if this is the boss fight or not. Mostly it's just the boss fight that's really good. I forget if that is this episode or the next one.
Right, yeah, because you recorded this a little while ago now. So.
Yes, this was a few months back that I recorded this. But yeah, so here we have some pretty important plot basically, which is that Mundus's I don't know, lady is carrying his child, so we can sort of aim for her and maybe get at him that way. His mistress, I suppose. She's the one who's got the weird skin that she can pull into directions.
Wait, so are we going to kill a pregnant lady? Because that's kind of deplorable.
We're not going to kill a pregnant lady yet. I'm not going to say it's not going to happen.
I mean, you know what? I sort of like this. Like, the stakes, like, we actually have stakes now. Like, before, this was sort of, like, just... Well, I mean, like, it still is, like, a revenge hit. But, you know, now we're getting into, like, the nitty-gritty motivations of Mundus and, like, what his weak point sort of is.
Totally.
Now,
this part is also awesome.
What his weak point is and how to attack it for massive damage.
That's right.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that a reference to something? What is this massive damage thing? I feel like I've heard you reference this a lot, and I have no idea what it is.
Okay, so basically it's from Sony's E3 conference years ago when they were introducing the PS3, and there's a game called Genji Days of the Blade, which I got my cousin let me actually take it from him because he didn't want it anymore, and I have not touched it. But it's funny because the at the E3 conference they're like, "What these events in this game are based on events from actual Japanese history," and then suddenly, immediately after he says that, so here's this giant enemy crab.
Right.
And then later on, it's like, well, and then you basically have to attack its weak point for massive damage.
Gotcha. I see.
I thought it was just like a generic RPG sort of trope that you got from some sort of video or something, but
I'll send you guys like the original version later, but yeah, it's a really funny meme just because it's just like, oh hey, we're basing this game on actual Japanese history. Now here's this giant enemy crab.
You know what? Now that you mention it, I actually have seen that video. I think you know what? That video is not as funny as the internet sort of took it to be. It's still pretty funny. It's not bad, but it's not like hilarious. Like it's not like he's like. I don't know. I feel like maybe the Japanese history to giant crab thing may have gotten lost on me.
Well, it's not as funny as I don't think it's not funny by itself, maybe, or not as funny by itself. It's more funny when put into the context of that entire E3 show that Sony did, which was pretty horrible.
This is oddly
yeah.
topical.
I watched that show
E3.
recently. It's really boring. That's a terrible E3 show.
It's Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just pulled like a Mike TV and jumped right into that television set.
That's right. That's right.
How did he do that?
This is pretty cool. I don't know. I really like this. I really like going into the news graphics and platforming on them.
This reminds me of
This is
Reboot.
After Effects.
This reminds me of Reboot in all the ways that I want Reboot to be, and all the ways I know Reboot will never be now.
Are we still getting the reboot of Reboot?
No,
Yes.
Never. We're never getting that.
Yes,
it's never
we
gonna
are.
happen.
Okay, let me just tell you guys something. Recently, they posted the casting call information for the new Reboots show, and I looked at that, and I felt like crying at how bad it was. It was really bad.
look, they're always making developments on that front, and none of them end up doing anything.
I know, and I've said the same thing over the years. Like I'm not believing a single thing until I see a trailer. Bill O'Reilly. But at the same time, I've seen the casting call, and it's nothing related to the old reboot. It's pretty horrible. They turned the reboot into Zix. You guys remember that show, Zix Level 1 or whatever?
I have no idea what that is now.
Oh. Basically, kids go into the internet and fight monsters and stuff.
I mean, that's basically what Reboot is anyways.
But they're actual people kids.
Oh. So it's Digimon.
Yeah, basically.
Anyways, hey, here's a boss fight.
This is the stuff of nightmares right here.
Yeah, we're fighting the disembodied head of Bill O'Reilly.
That's
enjoy.
normal.
So this boss fight is fairly simple, though, as you can see here, I'm not quite catching on to what I'm supposed to do in this boss fight at the time.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, it looks amazing. This is an amazing looking boss fight. So yeah, basically you're just sort of pounding these little power nodes that are on the ground, then that freezes him into this awesome, creepy state with his weird eyes, and then you can just sort of wail on him.
Only I have the brains to rule Lilat. Sorry, it was just screaming at me. Yeah, that's pretty gnarly.
So now we're fighting the MCP.
What's the MCP?
And have none of you guys seen Tron?
No, I've never seen Tron.
I've seen the original, but don't remember it.
I remember like the MCP, which was like the main antagonist. He kind of looked like that.
Taking that as a no.
It's been a while. I didn't see the reboot either. I don't know if they brought any original tropes back, but I just don't remember the original movie either.
I've heard that movie's kind of boring.
The reboot was kind of eh.
I mean the old one. I've heard the old one is like, hey, there's some good ideas here, and it's way too long.
I don't think it's aged well, because like back then it was critically acclaimed because of the effects.
It's still a cool looking movie.
And then they were like denied a best VFX award because using computers is cheating.
Is that actually what happened at the time?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah. So now this is sort of the second portion of it, where now you start. So I'm actually controlling the game here from this perspective.
Oh, that's sort of cool.
That's really cool.
It's pretty neat. You have it at a weird little like eye in the sky news report kind of thing.
This reminds me, like,
you can see there's also some good propaganda on the bottom, which says Rapper News Network wins journalism awards. All of these like fear-mongering quotes about terrorism, etc., etc.
So basically, your average modern newscast.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always fun when games do like this arcadey sort of thing. Like I'm thinking of Metal Gear Solid 3 when there's this weird sort of bonus sequence where if you turn off the game and reset it after a certain cutscene when like Snake is injured and he like goes to sleep, when you start up the game again, you play this weird dream sequence where like you're a vampire and you're just like clearing out hordes of zombies at a time. Until one point where Snake just like wakes up screaming, and it's weird, but it looks like it plays a little bit like this, like a very arcadey sort of thing.
Well, you're just playing the game here at this point.
Does the control like exactly the same?
Yeah, it's exactly the same. But it does give you an interesting sort of view on the whole thing. At least just in terms of like the camera angle perspective.
Right.
I really like this because it reminds me a little bit of the Scarecrow segments in the first Arkham.
Yeah, a little bit. It's got a little bit of like this sort of messing with the game stuff going on. It's all very glitchy and kind of crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, like, this is really just a gauntlet, it seems, because like these segments don't seem too difficult unless you're making.
They get trickier. Easy. They're basically platforming challenges more than anything else, and then just wailing.
I wonder if any of like the glitchy parts that you see are like actual glitches, and they just left them in because why not?
Like they're like actual just artifacting or whatever.
Yeah.
Guys, you think
it's definitely possible.
It's a feature.
Yeah.
He's blue, a dabba dee dabba die, a dabba dee dabba die.
So, this guy, like, what's his he's clearly working with Mundus, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's Mundus's. He's used like a news organization is, right? He's Mundus's, the way that Mundus spreads fear and propaganda through the right-wing conservative news media. Perhaps a parallel to something like the NRA, for example.
Right.
Perhaps.
Oh, I was just curious, like, if Mundus, like, directly employed this guy to, like, spread his propaganda, or if this guy's
Bob
just,
Barbas
like...
is a demon. He's not like a dude.
Oh.
Yeah. He's some kind of weird computer demon, I guess, or something?
Oh, so he has no physical manifestation.
No, he's always just on a TV screen. Also, Bob Barbas is the sexiest news reader, according to the propaganda at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, okay,
So-
I like that. Huh.
So, question: Did
Yes.
for this is Barb Barbas like original character for this DMC, or was he like part of the old series?
Oh no, this is a new character completely.
Okay.
None of the characters other than Mundus, Virgil, and Dante are from the old games.
Okay.
Yeah, so these areas, aside from being kind of cool, are I think functionally they're mostly here so that you have a way to get your health back. Contrary to the old DMC games, this DMC game does not necessarily want you to have to repeat boss fights all the time. So I think this is sort of a way for them to keep you moving along.
That's nice. That's nice that they give you like a chance to refill health. Like there's some pretty obnoxious boss fights out there in games that just don't give you that opportunity.
Yeah, definitely.
And if it's one of those where you go in with like sort of like Mega Man, if you go into a boss fight with like really low health, you don't have much chance of refilling once you're in the boss fight. And the problem is when you die, the game resets you just before the boss room. So good luck refilling your energy tanks at that point. Did you win, or is this sort of like a break?
This is in between. Yeah, I have not won yet. This is moving the plot forward. Midway through the boss point, where he's talking about how they have like SWAT teams invading the lair of the quote-unquote terrorists, meaning like Virgil and Kat. So
Shit's getting
obviously
real.
he's intimidation tactic over here.
Right. Where are Virgil and Kat?
I also really love that he says we're gonna do it live in the infamous Bill O'Reilly
did he say
"fuck it, we're doing it live" clip.
I missed that.
Yeah, it's pretty
awesome.
good.
That picture on the bottom really does look like Bill O'Reilly.
Oh yeah, it looks exactly like him. It's pretty
I'm
much
surprised that like at the time this game was released, like Bill O'Reilly didn't flip his shit.
I feel like it's like who cares, like or not who cares. You're
something like
right
Bill
that Bill
O'Reilly,
would
yes.
flip his shit about it, but I think it's so. I think it's like. It's not like they're literally calling him Bill O'Reilly.
So
I think
what?
there's
Bill
a sort of
O'Reilly-
plausible deniability here.
Yeah, but Bill O'Reilly's flipped his shit over stupider things.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't put it past him for sure, but
Chances are he doesn't even know this exists.
yeah, that's sort of the thing, right? Like, I don't think Bill O'Reilly or any of his buddies are gonna be playing Devil May Cry.
Hey, Bill, have you tried this game out? I think they put you in it. Oh.
T minus
You
how
would
many
think that
days until he
someone on the
figures that
internet
out?
like sent it to him at some point or something, but
Yeah,
Sure,
someone had to like tweet it at him or something like.
yeah. It feels really good when you punch this guy in the face a bunch of times because there's like a really good like yelling sound and just the way it like moves from side to side.
Yeah,
is,
Dante's
but,
Dante-
yeah, but
extremely
who wouldn't
satisfying.
want? But who wouldn't want to, punch Bill O'Reilly in the face?
A surprising amount of people.
Yeah, that's
not
I
want
was just
to.
about to say.
It's kind of unfortunate.
An appalling amount of people, I think, might be another way of
Yeah.
putting it. Dante totally pulled like a Charlie Sheen right there. He had fire breathing fists.
Oh.
Like, where'd those come from?
All the cocaine.
That was another thing of me not wanting to die, so I hit Devil Trigger so that I could sort of give myself some extra time there.
Oh man, this guy's turning full blown disco ball. See, you shot his image, and
That's
his
right.
image is representative of who he is. So,
Shot through the heart.
yeah, that's exactly what I was getting at.
Now I get my customary new weapon.
Ooh.
So now I have all the weapons in this game, I believe.
Those are angel weapons?
Yes, this is the second angel weapon. A very, very useful one. Very, very good for getting people up to your face, and thus being able to murder them in several different ways.
Fun.
Oh yes.
Make your next move, if you will. You've already lost.
What's his plan? Has he put anything to motion since the beginning of the game?
Will, don't
I think he
question
just
it.
knows that. Sorry, Jordan, say what you were gonna say.
Yeah, Will, don't question it. It's anime, so Keikakudori.
All according to plan. Okay. I'll sit tight. I'll wait for Mundus' plan to fall into place.
Double S. There it is.
Oh, and upgrade.
Oh,
and
those upgrade
again.
points. Beautiful.